Valdo. Oh, that's good running on the right-hand side. And Shilton tested. Moser got into a good striking position, and already we've seen two of Brazilian's defenders coming from a long way back. This is Moser. So Stuart Pearce has the ball. Beardsley, McMahon. That's good build-up. This is Waddle. That's a great shot. Chris Waddle was saying to me in training the other morning that he had a slow start at Marseille. He wasn't feeling too well early in his spell there, but since November time, he's been on his game, wants to improve his goal output, and he certainly knew where the goal was there. Seems to have lost a few pounds since he went to France, and there's a feeling he might be a yard or two quicker as a result. And it's an opportunity for Butcher to make his way forward here. Barnes flick. Nearly. Oh, Lineker! Gary Lineker scores the opening goal from a well-rehearsed corner. They're pleased on the bench. 36 minutes. And Lineker... Here's Beardsley's corner kick. Now watch John Barnes. There's the flick on. Platt couldn't make it. Lineker could. And Lineker, who scored here against Brazil on their last visit with a diving header 3 years ago, comes in at the back to take advantage again. And that's 30 England goals for Gary Lineker. The moment when he equals Tom Finney and Nat Lofthouse in the all-time scorers list. There it goes. And now only Bobby Charlton and Jimmy Greaves have scored more times in an England shirt than him. Jorginho came to the near post. Lineker needs to make this. It's Dunga. And Correca's in there. And it was hurriedly cleared from Correca by Stuart Pearce. The free kick, oh goodness me, he must be, what, 40 yards here? This looks like a real special. It's Branco that's lining it up. Listen to the crowd. Goodness me, and Woods has only pushed it out, and he grabbed it brilliantly on the 6-yard line. Well, it was well worth it, wasn't it? They fancy their chances from any range. This was driven by Branco. Woods scrambled down, got his hand to it, and pounced on the rebound, but it was a close thing. It swerved too, didn't it? That's a good save, I think, and a good recovery anyway. Well, this is at least as far again. Into the midriff this time. This is Valdo. It was Stevens who blocked it. That's Correca, brilliant! Oh, and I think it was Pearce who got it round. Number 3. Great skill by Correca. But again, it came from a Branco free kick, and this is Brazil meaning business now at the close of the first half. And Stuart Pearce, in making that last-ditch clearance, looks as though he may need some attention. That was Correca who turned the ball in. Good touch play here. That was Valdo first, then it was Correca, and Pearce got there. Corner. Hooked out, first of all by Platt, and then by Beardsley, and a relieved England at half-time, holding on to their 1-0 lead after a 5-minute spell of vintage Brazil, threatened to produce the equaliser. But Gary Lineker and Bobby Robson will go off happy enough to see England leading by that goal in the 36th minute. Correca, now Bebeto to his left, and offside, luckily for England. Oh, Woods did well, actually, he wasn't to know that. Woods reacted ever so well. Bebeto was through, it was offside. Linesman flag, the Brazilians don't agree, and it'll be quite I don't know about that. It just seemed to me, Trevor, as though he might have been on. Here we go again. It's like a one-man show at the moment, isn't it? Well, Woods just stood there and seemed very calm. I just wonder how near that was to being flicked with that by the head of one of the other Brazilians. Possibly Careca was in the line of fire. Just look at the blue shirt that moves. Wasn't far away, was he? Careca. We did that well, and there could be a break on here, but... oh, and it's Muller! And the substitute goes round Woods. And was that in or not? No, an amazing clearance. They're surrounding the referee saying it was in. I think it was Stuart Pearce who got it out. And the referee is holding up a card, I think. Somebody's pushed him. And the protests are fast and furious and fierce. And the Brazilians say the ball was in. We're almost into a 1966 with Jeff Hurst here. He's going to come and have to see the linesman. The linesman, Herr Habermann on this side, says no. And there's one of the real points of debate of this international. Ricardo, the captain, is still protesting. And Muller, the substitute, thought he had the ball over the line. And I think it was Pearce. I'll have to confirm that for you because I'm not sure who got the ball out with Woods beaten. And look at the Brazilians up there on the bench. They're sure it was in. Now, was it? It's Butcher's mistake slightly. There goes Muller. Here comes Woods round the goalkeeper. Well, did he handle it as well as get it out from behind the line? Trevor Brooking.
Yeah, I think that's what they were complaining about. Definitely, to me, I must admit, there was no way. It almost would have got past him. I think it had to be a right hand, a good goalkeeping save, and somehow then he managed to hook it away, and that's really what the Brazilians were complaining about. They were a little bit lucky that no one was sent off because they did manhandle the ref.
It's Alemão for Brazil, and he shoots over. The incident is piling up thick and fast. Alemão took up a ball here which was beautifully flicked off. It actually came via Steve McMahon's head. And then Alemão just got too much lift on the shot. But this is the moment they're still talking about. Round Woods, this is the best angle perhaps. Oh, that's handball, isn't it? And it might even have been over the line anyway. Well, here we are from the other side of the stadium. See what you make of it this time. If you're watching from the Royal Box side, that's the view. Muller gets it in. Oh, that is hands, isn't it? That should have been a penalty, even if the ball wasn't over the line, which I still think it might have been. Penetration to that Brazilian attack. Go on! Jorginho. Oh, good dummy. And this is Careca. Woods did enough, just enough. He had Butcher behind him to thank. But Careca, who played the 1-2 so adroitly. Well, lots of activity in and around the England penalty area. Terrific dummy in the first place by Careca. Now he gets the return. Woods blocks him well. Could have been hands, actually, by Careca, and Butcher cleared. And those with really long memories will tell you that on that day, all those years ago, there was a dispute then too. But here's Branco. Bismarck. Bit of danger here. Careca. And a flick on. Muller's there. And that, perhaps, should have been the equaliser for Lazzaroni's team. It wasn't a bad chance for Muller, and I think his reaction, Trevor, suggests he thinks he could have scored.
Got a bit of a nasty deflection there, as you see, and wrong-footed the defence, but he was just going back on it and couldn't really get over the ball, first of all, and then secondly to get the power to head down, and it probably looks easier, as you see, the deflection, he's backtracking, springing back, and then couldn't get over the ball.
We're into time being added on for stoppages now by the East German referee, and what will be said to him at the end of the match as the Brazilians go off could be interesting. It's 1-0 to England. There's a bit of time wasting going on, but it doesn't matter. He's blown, and England have beaten Brazil for only the third time in the series between the two nations. The first time at Wembley for 34 years. It extends England's run to 15 games unbeaten, and it brings to an end Brazil's run of 14 unbeaten games thanks to Gary Lineker's first half goal in the 36th minute. Bobby Robson, every reason to feel pleased with the result.